Big weekend for area college baseball teams. First with Cumberland winning the NAIA championship on Friday, and now Vanderbilt advancing in the NCAA tournament after a three-game sweep in a regional at Hawkins Field over the weekend. Commodores knocked out Oregon 3-2 in a ninth-inning RBI single by freshman Roe Coleman, the smallest guy on the field, delivering the biggest hit of the season with the bases loaded and one out, slapped the 3-1 pitch the other way.
I was just trying to make him come to my zone. And when he got the 3-1, I knew he was going to come with a fastball, so I was just ready to hit. Man, it feels great. Just have great teammates, love the school. Coach Corbin, just wonderful guy. Just feels great to be a part of this program. Just wonderful.
The starting pitching for both teams was outstanding. Walker Buehler went the distance for Vanderbilt. They'll play either Stanford here or at Indiana in the Super Regional. They'll decide that series tonight. While that was going on, the LA Kings were winning yet another road Game 7, this time to take the Western Conference for the second time in 3 years. The Kings knocked out defending Stanley Cup champion Chicago 5-4 on a goal by Alec Martinez early in OT. Now they'll get a shot at the New York Rangers for the Cup starting on Wednesday. NASCAR's Cup season starting to have a familiar feel to it as Jimmy Johnson makes it wins on consecutive weeks with a dominant day at Dover. 48 led 272 of the 400 laps on the Monster Mile. Yesterday's event red flag for about 20 minutes to fix a hole in the concrete track. In golf, it seemed like nobody wanted to win Jack's tournament at the Memorial. The final round yesterday in Ohio, 22-year-old Hideki Matsuyama beat Kevin Na in a playoff. In baseball, coming off a rough week with Boston, the Braves finished the sweep in Miami, a 4-2 win on Sunday. Evan Gattis with a ninth-inning home run. Ex-Brave Tim Hudson and the Giants shut down St. Louis 8-0. Reds hit 4 solo homers in a 4-3 win at Arizona. Brewers 9-0 over the Cubs. Pirates won the Sunday night game over Zach Greinke and the Dodgers 5-3. Former Commodore Sonny Gray got his sixth win as Oakland beat the Angels 6-3. The Sounds lost to Iowa 5-2. And a legendary college basketball coach was remembered here in Nashville yesterday as Lipscomb honored Don Meyer in a memorial service at Allen Arena. Nearly 100 former players were on hand. 7:01, the Wake Up Zone is coming right back.
Nashville Sports Now, presented by Electronic Express, your ideal choice for electronics, computers, and appliances.
From the Gateway Tire and Service Traffic Center, good morning. This Right Now traffic update brought to you by AC Pro. Is your car's air conditioning not blowing cold enough air? Bring back the cold in under 10 minutes with do-it-yourself AC Pro. AC Pro's fast, easy, and you don't need any special tools or skills. Go to acprocold.com for the store nearest you. Traffic really jammed up through Laverne and Antioch coming in on the southeast side. That wreck 24 West near Briley has the left lane blocked and heavy backups all the way back past Sam Ridley. So you might want to jump off, look at Murfreesboro Road as an alternate there. Otherwise, inbound volume congested at the 65-24 split as well, and 40 west from the airport to downtown. Also, an accident, Metro Center, Rosa L. Parks at I-65. And starting at right now until 5 o'clock on Friday, Bell Road closed for some repairs over the J. Percy Priest Dam. I'm Steve Ulrey. That's Right Now traffic on 104.5 The Zone.
A little time to myself before the day begins. A moment with my brewed fresh McCafe coffee and you, my premium blended beans from the world's finest coffee growing regions, calling out to me with your rich roasted flavor, saying,
Dude, are you talking into your coffee cup?
Sorry. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's, like getting 2 sausage McMuffin with egg breakfast sandwiches for just $3.33. Prices and participation may vary. Price of single item posted on menu board. Limited time offer.
You can win $20,000 plus other cool prizes at the Coca-Cola $20,000 giveaway. Go to McDonald's, buy any large soft drink or extra value bill and get your $20,000 giveaway cup to learn how to enter. And enter for your chance to win $20,000 and a VIP trip for 2 to 2014 Essence Festival. Presented by Coca-Cola. Get your $20,000 giveaway cup when you purchase a large soft drink or extra value bill. For more information on how to enter. No purchase necessary. 50 USDC 18 now. N6914. For rules for entry and all details, visit www.cokewin20k.com. Sponsor Coca-Cola, not McDonald's. McDonald's. Something to love for everyone. Your morning breakfast stop and your daily sports fix, all in one place. This is the Dunkin' Donuts Wake Up Zone with Mark Howard, Frank Wycheck, and Kevin Ingram.
Kevin, Mark, Frank, how you doing?
Let the show begin. 7:04, welcome back. Hour number 2 begins. The Dunkin' Donuts Wake Up Zone right here on 104.5 The Zone. Along with Mark Howard and Frank Wycheck, our producer Brandon Hagany. I'm Kevin Ingram. Later on in the show, Vanderbilt baseball coach Tim Corbin will be our guest. That's about an hour from now. We'll talk about their big win last night against Oregon to advance to the Super Regional in the NCAA tournament. As I mentioned in the update, it was a big weekend for local teams in college baseball tournaments, including Cumberland. They are the national champions. They won the NAIA World Series for the 3rd time. beating Lewis Clark State on Friday night, 3-0 out in Lewiston, Idaho. And we are joined by legendary coach Woody Hunt now. And congratulations, Coach, as we get started here. Great work by your squad.
Yeah, thank you. We're elated up here, and just a great effort by our team.
Well, these parades and celebrations and all this, it never gets old, does it?
It never gets old. We're excited. Our community is really excited about our championship, and today they will just honor the team and as they head out home and that type of thing. But we're just so grateful for this community and what they do for us.
How much, and we talked about this with Coach Corbin and others over the years, when you go into these tournaments, how much goes into managing the pitching for one thing? You got a great effort out of Anthony Gomez the other night who, threw a 6-hit shutout and kind of got in and out of trouble a few times. But what about that element of trying to win one of these things?
Well, in our case, we had to trust our pitchers to go a little deeper than normal because our bullpen was short and we had some injuries this year, and I'm so proud of our staff for throwing complete games to allow us to rest people and that type of thing. So we managed our staff based on who was ready and who could pitch. Basically, we didn't have a true bullpen down the stretch over the last month or so, and we just pitched by necessity and pitched on who was available. So it worked for us. We have several complete games in a 3-week span there that really help our staff. And Anthony Gomez just pitched the gym in beating Lewis Clark State on the final day there.
When you have to play the same team, 3 times at 3 different spots in the tournament like you did Lewis Clark State, is that a good thing or a bad thing, the familiarity there?
Well, it's kind of a bad thing because that's their home field and they draw big crowds and all that. So the odds were against us. We were the number 10 seed, the first 10 seed to ever win the tournament. And they were the number 2 team in the country and playing in Lewiston, which is a really tradition there, and it was second to none. But it was tough beating them 2 out of 3, and that's just the way the brackets fell. And we had to play them 3 times, and fortunately, we beat them twice.
Coach, there was a time it looked like this season where the postseason might not be in the plans, but you guys finished 26-6. Your last 32 games. What really kicked your team into high gear?
Well, we kind of fought ourselves trying to find the right mix, and we had to move some people around. We were not a very good defensive team, in March, and we had to do some changing up a little bit and moving positions, and we became a good defensive team. Our pitching got better, and so we became a good club in April, which is our goal, was always get to April the best you can and go from there. And baseball is a sport where it's never too late. It's you can get on a streak and you get hot and you're hard to deal with. That was our case. But the big thing that I really come in this team on is our desire to win. We weren't the most talented team we've ever had, but we had a very strong desire to win. You get all your players going in the same direction and have that strong desire to win. You just, as a coach, you just sit back and let them play.
Speaking of Cumberland baseball coach Woody Hunt, he is the man in Lebanon and all over that area. I know they're going to have their parade later this morning. 3rd national championship with the Bulldogs. But the other part of this is guys stepping up. Sam Lind, your second baseman, the MVP, hit .526 in the series. What about the way that he came on and just his performance in Lewiston?
Well, Sam was tremendous. He's a pro hitter. He transferred from Vanderbilt a couple of years ago. He broke his ankle in a preseason or an off-season training program and was out for the whole year last year, and it devastated him and us too. But he came back strong this year. Going to make All-American. Just a great hitter, and he just stepped up and was determined to lead our club out there. And it was just a pleasure to sit back and watch him hit. He could probably hit 3rd for anybody in the country right now. That's how good he is. But he was a tremendous player. I hope he gets a chance to play professionally.
Coach, how do you year after year keep your guys, focused and not get complacent?
Well, our club, our program is just demands that. We're a small school and nobody knows about it probably a little bit, the expectations here are so high, and this one team passes it down to another, and no team wants to let down our tradition, and we just kind of keep things rolling, NAIA baseball is the most underappreciated level of college baseball, I believe, in the country. There's a lot of players that can play at a very high level throughout the country, and we have a few of those ourselves. So, I think our tradition just makes it, the expectations stay there year after year, and our players feel obligated to each other and to other teams.
Coach, what about the way your team rebounded? That game last Wednesday, you blow a 4-run lead. Lewis Clark, beat you in that game. But what about, just how resilient your team was, putting that game behind them and then winning the championship on Friday?
Well, that was, we had just finished a late game the day before. We didn't get back to the room until 3 o'clock in the morning. Because of lightning delays, and you had to finish the games in a tournament almost, and I really wanted to finish the game. So the day off was very good for us. We had to catch our breath and get some rest, but our team has been that way in the tournament run. We just get up off the mat and go after it again. Defeats doesn't bother us. We knew that we could win the thing going into Saturday. We knew it was Friday. We knew it was going to be very tough to play Lewis and Clark, who has just a tremendous team out there in a big crowd. And so we knew that the challenges were there and the odds were against us, but this team was ready for it. And they won the championship very badly. And when you have that desire to win, it can overcome a lot of things.
What about the support that you get from that community? I know the parade is a big thing. I was there to cover the last one, and I remember talking to you and your players and just, what a neat thing it was in that community.
Well, this community is just great to us. And, when you're in a small town, of course, we're so close to Nashville, people don't see it that way, but a small town can take pride in their school team, and that's what they do. They really get behind us, and it's just been tremendous support. We've had so much emails, texts, and the players are treated like heroes up here. It just makes those guys feel like major leaguers for about 2 or 3 days, but this is a special community.
Coach, a lot of people have been remembering Don Meyer around here with his passing, and he had such a great career in NAIA basketball. How much do you appreciate him sort of understanding what it takes to really win big at that level?
Well, I know Don very well. I saw him in Nashville last year at a function. I coached basketball, by the way, several years ago, and I had the pleasure and the honor of beating one of Don Meyer's teams as a basketball coach, and I was just kind of filling in until we found one. So Don and I became good friends. He would come out and see us play baseball, and he's a former baseball player too. So he loved baseball, I think, more than basketball, and so we got to be good friends. And I knew how the man worked and how he developed his team and what he meant to the entire basketball scene all over the country. He was a special man that just don't come around very often, and I appreciate how he competed in the NAIA. That's the level he loved. He loved the NAIA level, and so do I. But I really appreciate Don Meyer and even Ken Dugan from way back. That him and I were very close, and I modeled my baseball program after Ken Dugan at Lipscomb.
Well, Coach, you're rolling along pretty well for yourself, and we wanted to get you on today to recognize your team and congratulate you. And just your record of excellence there is second to none. But congratulations, and enjoy the parade.
Okay, thanks so much for having me on.
Hey, thanks, Coach. Congratulations. It's Coach Woody Hunt from Cumberland. They won the national championship in NAIA baseball up in Lewiston, Idaho, with the win over the host team, Lewis Clark State, 3-0 back on Friday night.
Kevin, Frankie, 8 scholar athletes on this team, and also 2 academic All-Americas. So, the other stuff matters, and I've known Coach Hunt for a long time, and he has
an eye for talent, clearly, and he just, I don't know what he does. He's got some type of, some coaches just have that magic where they get their players to maximize their talent and play their best, and there's no question about his record. I mean, he might not have the best players in the country and recruit them, but whoever he gets, they win with. It's amazing, the record, the streak that he has.
That's a good question, Kevin. Talking about that angle with Coach Meyer, and a lot of people in the audience don't remember the late great Ken Dugan, who for so many years put up fabulous numbers at Lipscomb as baseball coach.
7:14 here on 104.5 The Zone. We'll revisit some of the things Andy Kelly talked about when we come back. We heard his interview to finish up last hour. First, let's hear from our